So just starting up this new game of Civ 6 as Babylon. I'm going to try and do a complete run through, maxing out all the opportunities that I get to chain all the eurekas. So the first three things on the technology tree, the first few sciences on the technology tree have to be got with pure research, and then I'm going to get as much as I can just through eurekas. Penalty of being able to do that for Babylon is that, of course, you've got only 50% of the science rate of anybody else. So I'm going to choose Magnus, the steward, because the clue to winning, whatever you're playing, whichever culture you're playing in Civ 6 is Civ 6. You've got to make more towns than the other fella. That's basically it. I mean, I love the game. If you churn out enough towns, you will just steamroller the other chap. So that's all good news. So just exploring. In the early game, you just want loads of explorers. Even if you're going for a science victory, don't sort of think about, oh, I need to get to the library first, or I need to do this first. I used to do that. It's stuff and nonsense. The way to win is churn out loads of soldiers, first thing. Slingers, most important for the Babylon side of things, because you want the slingers to go and kill some barbarians, get the eureka for archery, and then you want 3 archers, and it'll get you into machinery and the crossbow. Okay, we've encountered our first bad guy. So this should be viewed as a good opportunity. It's not as a problem. The more you kill of the barbarians, the higher up you can get your troops, experience-wise and promotion-wise. So don't sort of think of war as a distraction from building, as I always used to, because I'm very much on the buildy side. I like to win science victories and stuff like that. But reality is, you can use water to learn from in this game. Unfortunately, I think human history is a bit like that in itself. A hell of a lot of advances have come through conflict. Anyway, philosophy aside, what we're going to try and do is whack these people, get our slingers here to do the killing, so that they can provoke the eureka for archery. There we go. Should get archery now. No. Sorry, he was a full-blooded, well-looked-after horsey. So it's going to be this next turn around. We're still hemmed in. We're still just making soldiers. There we go. You get a nice era score here. You want to get Golden Age as many times as possible, because Golden Ages are good. They allow you to choose I can't remember what it is, but one of the attributes is you get to choose. Sorry, I'm taking sips of tea as I'm talking here, but you get to choose that you can buy civilians. There you go. Archery is achieved. You can buy civilians with faith, and that's really good, because you're just chunking out your faith and buying the most valuable unit in this whole game, which is the settler. If you're not reproducing, you're not winning, basically. Right, builders. After I've just said the most valuable unit in Civ 6 is the settler, which I stand by, really. The best way to get them, if you haven't got faith to buy it with, or money to buy it with, is to get your builders to chop down woods. And that's the choices I've made. I've gone with God King, so I get a little bit of faith, money, and everything, a little bit of everything, sort of a balanced advance. And I've also gone with 5 bonus experience for people fighting barbarians. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of barbarians. I just discovered bronze working by whacking barbarians with my fella there. I think if you kill 7 barbarians, if you're a Babylon, then that's the eureka for bronze working. And bronze working allows you to discover where the iron is. So I've got a nice patch of iron there. It's going to be good. Both of them, 2 patches of iron. That's brilliant. Strategic resources like that really give you a boost as well with Babylon. If I make an ironworks, I will an iron mine. I mean, all right. Let's talk about craftsmanship. If I improve 3 tiles, then I'll get a boost for craftsmanship, which looks 25. Discover a second continent. It's going to be a long way away, but state workforce helps you build extra settlers, and you get a governor tile. So I've gone for craftsmanship. Hopefully, I'll be able to improve 3 tiles in time to boost craftsmanship. All right. There's a lot of bad guys here. Piling in. Should I pile in or fall back? Yeah. Let's try one last. Yeah, fall back. Pile in, fall back. There we go. Do both, fall back and then pile in. Yeah. Clever tactics and strategy are brilliant, but really, you want to get your logistics right if you want to win this game. It's just like life, really. You know, Hammurabi was the best general ever, but he relied too much on tactics and strategy and not enough on good logistics. He was let down by the Senate in Carthage. They wouldn't vote enough troops for him. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's have a promotion here. Fall back, keep falling back. It's a bit of a Russian tactic. This. Let's draw Napoleon in. Okay, they're all nearly dying anyway, so I've got to protect them. Right. Okay, promote. That's a good promotion, I think. All right, discovered mining. Mining's vital for chopping. Chopping the forests is going to be vital for us. Okay. All right, there's our first builder. We can start chopping out while I promote and fight off the other guys. I think we'll go with trying to build another town. Even when you're forced into a continuous war like this with the barbarians, don't worry about it. Just make sure you do still build what you need to, which is settlers. Because the more settlers, the more towns, the more towns, the more soldiers, the less barbarians. So, you're going to reproduce your way out of all your problems. Let's go with... Ooh. Yeah, animal husbandry, I think. It doesn't really matter. You've got to do all the base 3 sciences, because they're not going to be discovered by eurekas. Go on then, let's go. Shall we go settler? I think so. Drop out a settler. Put a town down. Ooh, we've met our first fella. Hello, Brucey. Good luck to you, mate. I'm going to have to eliminate you, I'm sorry, but for now, let's be friends and let's get you to do all the fighting against the barbarians, and that triggered the eureka for writing. See, used to be a time I'd go like, I've got eureka for writing. If any of these barbarians would stop fighting me, I could go and build myself a science centre and a library and all that malarkey. And it's like, nah. Carry on building towns, and then you can sort yourself out on the science side a bit later. Promote this fella. All right. I just need to heal up. We'll promote that archer down there. Then we can go and get rid of that barbarian camp. If Brucey doesn't do it for us. So when often I used to get allocated this sort of northeast of Korea. This is I'm playing Huge World here. So I used to play get spawned in northeast Korea and think, oh my god, I'm Babylon, I'm northeast of Korea. So much tundra. And then I suddenly thought, you know what? There's also a hell of a lot of woods that I can chop out and get my first 2 or 3 extra towns that way. I know that a lot of experts in this say that by turn 50 you want 4 towns, but 4 towns. But I don't know how often anyone really actually does that. You always have barbarian issues. Okay. Let's go after them. We fought them off a little bit. There's our first extra settler. Oh, the Scots are coming in. Brave as you are. Well done, my friend. What are we going to do? Saving for more chops. Save that guy for more chops. And, yep. I think he will walk into that barbarian encampment before I do, unfortunately. So he'll get the bonuses, but he did do the killing, so. But it ain't a fair world and it ain't a fair game. Alright. So we're moving along now. Yeah, let's go for another settler. Let's chop